I want to make sure this is very clear. This is a multiple part series. The subject of this case was interviewed for roughly 6 hours over the course of 2 days, so for your convenience, it will be broken up into 4 parts. There will also be a full version once all parts have been uploaded. All of the links will be in the description in the coming days as they are released, and for those that support us on Patreon, all of the videos will be up for early access over there. Thank you. Welcome all you couch detectives out there. Join us every week for new cases, and if you're a fan of true crime, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. The absolute best way to support the channel is to subscribe, and if you appreciate what we're doing here, hit that like button, let us know that we're moving in the right direction. Okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. The victim in this case is protected by Marcy's Law, and no information on his identity is available. His brother's last name is Briganti, so we will assume and call him Mr. Briganti. July 31st, Bradenton, Florida. Police receive a 911 call from a man saying he found his 68-year-old father, Mr. Briganti, not breathing or moving. Upon arrival, EMS pronounced him deceased on the scene and stated that he had been for several hours. The subject of this video, 49-year-old at the time, Matthew Briganti, told EMS and police that his father must have fallen. During the investigation, detectives found issues with that claim, and ultimately, an autopsy by the medical examiner found that Mr. Briganti's death was caused by blunt force trauma to the head and that he was intentionally hit in the head at least 2 times with a heavy object. Matthew Briganti, still at the scene, is taken down to the station for questioning. This is the full police interrogation of Matthew Briganti. Remember, this is a multiple part series, so check the description for the other videos. But first, let us have a moment of silence for Mr. Briganti.
Let me tell you something, man. If there was ever a time in your life to have faith in people sitting across from you, this is it. This is it. As bad as things look, you're gonna have to trust that we're gonna do the best we can for you with the information. That's where you gotta have faith. And like I said, dude, it's a shit sandwich. I don't care what we put on it. I don't care.
Man, you ever been, you believe? Are you a believer?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Firm believer.
Firm believer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're a firm believer. So those standards are in place. Believers do what? We as believers, though we fall short, we realize that we've fallen short. But at the end of the day, we're still going to stand regardless of what it looks like.
Right.
No matter what. We are accountable in so many different ways. We're not of the world. We believe in truth, and no matter what the cost is, the truth is the truth.
I agree.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. And to be honest with you, I'm glad to hear that. Now, with that being said, you believe, I'm trusting and believing in you now, that at the end, you're gonna be true to your word. Hey, to thy own self be true. To thy own self be true. You can't be true to nobody else. Be true to yourself.
You know how hard it is to process all this while I'm trying to grieve over my dad. unfortunately.
I can't imagine.
I'm still stuck somewhere in that trailer. I don't even know how I'm gonna go back there. Everything's so fucked.
Help us understand.
I don't know if I can.
Huh?
Do your best.
I don't know if I can.
Do your best.
You just told me you believe it, right?
I am.
Okay. At all costs. Even if it's my worst, I still gotta give it. Cause that's the expectation. And I'm not gonna sit here and paint a picture like I've done everything right, because that would be a lie.
Can't nobody say that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
Can't nobody say that, man.
But at the end of the day, I ain't in no position to judge it, anybody either. Nobody is.
Yeah. I don't judge anybody either.
I ain't in no position to judge at all.
No, me either. I don't judge anybody. No matter what's been said or what's been told.
Right.
If I'm not there and I don't know for myself, I don't judge anybody. So that's a hard way.
I think that's a lesson that we've all learned at some point in our life. It's part of growing.
Oh, fuck. What am I supposed to do?
Like when you say what you mean.
I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to act. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know.
We don't know what to expect.
I have no idea. I'm so lost right now.
Well, you know, like we said, man, this wasn't planned.
I know that. How the fuck are we playing for something like this?
Right. This was a series of events.
It's your reaction to an action.
And that's what we've been saying.
You know, it's stupid, bro. You know?
But it's not stupid because it's what happened. That's the thing.
I would like to take the time to thank all of our members. Your support really helps the channel continue, and you are truly appreciated. For early access to all of our videos, exclusive videos, and extra case content, consider joining our Patreon. The link is in the description below. Okay, let's get back to it.
Right. This was a series of events.
It's a reaction to an action.
And that's what we've been saying.
You know, it's stupid, bro. You know.
But it's not stupid because it's what happened. That's the thing. This thing spun up quick. This we know. We just need you to get us there.
Matt, you said there's an action.
It's a reaction to action.
Okay.
It's a reaction to an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
okay. So what was the reaction?
I think a better question than that would even be, what was the action that caused the reaction? Let's start there.
I don't know what to do.
Well,
I don't know what to do.
well,
I
listen,
don't have a good answer.
well, listen, man, let's take our time, okay? And let's walk through it slow. Okay? You're in the house at some point. Okay? Somehow there is an argument, a confrontation, something. So let's start there. Okay, and let's walk through it slow. What sparks this whole thing? Let's start with that. And then we can work through it. You've already told us part of it, okay? You reacted. We understand what that means.
It's just a simple truth.
Okay?
Simple truth is a
What did you react to?
reaction to an action. It's very basic.
Okay, so tell us what's the action that caused the reaction? What was the action that caused the reaction? You just said it. There's reaction to the action. So tell us what the action was that caused the reaction. Those are simple truths. What was the action? We right here. What was the action?
Let me ask you this, Matt. Did it start as a verbal argument, a disagreement?
There was no argument.
Was there just,
There was no argument.
did it just come out of nowhere? The action that caused you to react.
My reaction is to go outside,
And do what?
stay away from him.
Okay,
That's my reaction. I do that a lot.
okay.
I spend all day, all night outside, sometimes for days.
I believe you.
I have to because I can't
Right.
be aggressive towards him because he's my dad, and I know he's not in his right mind. So my reaction is every time he loses it, I go outside.
Okay.
You know, that's how I deal with it. If I stay in the middle of it, I end up getting heated, and that's not right. So I go outside, and I stay outside till he's sleeping. Then I sneak back in, like, one of my room, and I hide in there.
You hide,
I have to.
go outside, then you sleep back. So what's the action then?
What is it that set this series of events in motion?
God, I wish I knew.
Well, we're not asking you to get inside somebody's head. We're asking you from your side of things. What is it that caused you to react? I think that's the best place to start.
Yeah,
Keep looking up, looking down.
I'm praying.
Oh,
I'm praying all day.
praying
All day.
all day.
All day. That's all I've been doing.
I believe that.
That's all I've been doing.
I believe that.
I need help. You know, I need help. I know that.
Matt, you said something really interesting to me earlier. Okay, and I think it wasn't by accident.
What did I say?
When you're off your meds, you're a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And you said you've been off them.
Haven't taken them yet today. Yeah, sure.
Okay. What have you been praying about?
What have I been praying about?
Yeah, you
That the
said
truth would come out.
you've been praying all day.
Ever since I found him.
Okay.
Sitting outside for hours. So,
I'm going to tell you this, man. Because I told you we'd be honest with you and we'd be straight with you, right?
and I appreciate that.
Oh,
That's all anybody can ask is
yeah, it is. And you're not going to like what I have to say, but I'm
Just sure I'm not.
just going to tell you. Whether you tell us what happened or not is not going to change the outcome of this thing. It's only going to change the impact of it. Okay? There are levels of shit. That's how the story ends.
I can accept that.
Okay, well, I feel like I can be straight with you because I think that you're a realist.
I am, and I'd rather you be straight.
Okay, there are definitely levels of shit here. Okay,
It's all shit.
it is, and we're trying to we're trying to have some control over this thing as best we can. We can't bring back your dad.
Oh God, I know. I wish I could.
Okay, but we're not here to decimate your life.
It's already decimated.
Why? Why is your life decimated?
Because I have this shadow over me again.
It's a shadow. So help to get the shadow from over you.
Yeah,
I don't know that I can.
you just got to tell us what happened.
You just said it right here. I wrote this down verbatim. For every reaction.
Every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Okay, so what was the action that caused the action? You said that.
No, I know, it's basic truth. I mean,
Okay, so you tell me the basic truth.
that is the basic truth. That there's a reaction to every action.
And what happened in this situation that caused you to react? because we ain't pulled no punches with you. Okay?
I feel like you've been fairly honest.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
And I appreciate it.
Listen,
I do.
the truth may not set you free completely, physically, okay? But I'll tell you this, it'll damn sure set you free sooner.
He's being honest.
Yeah.
He's being transparent.
It doesn't matter.
What does it matter?
It matters to us. It matters to me.
Man, you just had a full-blown conversation with me about believing.
I do.
Okay. I don't need to say nothing more. Okay, so now you believe it, right? We're gonna hold it right there. Okay. Believe this. Something I believe as that something happened that caused what we now know for your dad to be dead. So something happened. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Right.
Yeah, something had to happen.
Then you have to tell us what.
Right. Something has to happen for there to be a reaction.
That's right.
I understand that.
Yeah, but what you're telling us is you reacted. We're just trying to figure
I
out to
never said I
what.
reacted. I said there's a reaction to every action. I never said I reacted.
We're reading between the
Yeah, of course
lines,
you are.
okay?
You're not supposed to do that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
it's a statement you made.
Don't assume. I said there was a reaction to every action. It's the basic truth.
Okay.
Murphy's Law. It's always a reaction to every action. That's all I said. I never said I did anything. And so don't be twisting shit around because that's not right.
I'm not twisting it. I'm trying to understand it. There's a difference.
You're adding to it.
I'm trying to figure out because everything that comes out of here, okay, is up here. And people have a different way. This is a really hard situation to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care
It is hard.
if your dad pulled a gun on you.
Oh God.
I'm just giving you an example.
I know.
Okay? Something happened that caused you to react. That isn't news to us. But I think what I'm trying to say to you is everything you say is with a purpose. Okay, you could have told me that apples grow in orchards and oranges grow in groves. But it's not really relevant to this conversation. This statement is. There was a purpose to you saying it. To me, you're trying to signal to us that you want to talk. But you're struggling. Because I don't think you're ready for the words to come out of your mouth. Because it makes it just that much more real. And I think you're afraid of what's going to happen when you tell us. That's what I think. Am I wrong?
I think so.
Matt, if I'm wrong, well, then I appreciate you being honest.
I'm not afraid of anything. Shit happens.
It does happen.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay.
I have no fear.
Then be fearless and have some faith in us.
Nothing to be afraid of.
There is one thing, but it's not in this life.
Nothing to be afraid of. That's just a consequence of your actions. It's nothing to be afraid of.
Let's say it again.
There's one thing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a consequence of your actions.
But guess what about actions? We make choices, but we don't choose consequences. That's the same thing. We can make our choices, but we don't choose our consequences. That's the truth.
Especially when we're in the moment where we're reacting. Bro, we are trying to throw you a lifeline here. I don't think you see it.
I do. I think I'd rather swim with the sharks. Just saying. You want me to be honest? I told you what I can. The longer this thing stretches out, the more mistakes I'm going to make.
Hey, man,
Then let's end it. Let's talk about it and let's get it done.
you said swim with a shark.
Yeah.
Whoa, that ain't the truth.
No.
That you can't sit here and tell me that's the truth. You just sat there and said I'm finna get eaten up. You got to be crazy to say
You know
that.
what to expect.
No, you don't. Okay, so
If you
you
swim with the sharks, you're going to get
so you expect to go out there and jump in the water? You know you're gonna die, right?
Mhm.
So you know if you jump out there with a shark, you're gonna die, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm throwing you a raft, a lifeline, I'm getting you out of the water with a shark.
Well, how do I know what's on the boat? How do I know it's any better than being eaten by the sharks?
Because that's where you're going to have to trust us
I'm
to do right by you. And like we were saying, man, we're not trying to paint a pretty picture for you. We're trying to control a situation that right now is just flat spinning out of control. We can help put the brakes on this thing and give it a realistic perspective. But I'm going to tell you, dude, your silence is not helping you. And I know you think it is.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. You actually think that I care what happens to me. You actually think that I care what happens to me. You're wrong.
Oh, well, we do.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
We're not.
This isn't about me. It's never been about me.
What was that about? Who's it about?
Right now, it's about my dad.
Okay. But what you just said to me, Dad, I don't believe. I'm be honest, I don't believe no way in this earth that anybody would say, I'm gonna step out into the deep where the sharks at.
Oh, okay.
Who would do that? That ain't the truth. That's a lie.
Everybody does that.
That's a lie. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna step out there with some sharks. And I know I'm finna get eaten. You crazy. And when I know somebody got a boat and they finna throw me a raft, you come on, man. You ain't speaking. That ain't authentic. That's a lie. That ain't true. That's a lie.
You know, and if
Because you're in the sharks with the water doesn't mean you get eaten.
You gonna test it? Cause I know they eat. So you gonna test that manner that they want?
Only if you stir shit up.
Only if you stir shit up. You ain't gotta stir shit up. You can be there right there floating. Or they gonna just dry. They gonna just that damn where a piece of meat floating in the water. They just gonna it ain't stirring up nothing, but they ain't gonna eat it. Yeah, tell me. So that's the truth, or is that a lie? If he's just out there floating, they gonna touch it.
They don't. They only touch shit that's moving.
That's a lie.
No.
well, I can tell you this, Matt.
That's not.
There is some truth to what you're saying, but 9 out of 10 sharks, you're right. They're going to swim by.
As long as you're not
It could be 99 out of 100, but when that one does put his sights on you,
Moving or not.
yeah.
And you just said something that's stuck. And the longer talk, the more you dig yourself in the hole.
Yeah.
What's that telling me? What's that telling me? What? You lied to me now. See, now you playing.
Right.
You playing with me now.
You're a lot of things, Matt. You ain't dumb. You ain't dumb. You told us you've had a hard life. You try to put people first. You know, all of that makes sense to us.
I always have. It's what I'm made for, I suppose. To give to other people, I suppose. Otherwise, why am I here?
Tell us why you here.
I don't know. Unless it's to help other people.
What?
I don't know. Unless it's to help other people. I don't have any other purpose.
You don't have any other purpose for being on Earth?
To give the people that need it. But there's always somebody that needs more than I do. If I'm not here to help other people that need it, then what am I here for?
Okay. So this is where I'm at. This where I'm at. You said be truthful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please.
I'm gonna be truthful.
Don't sugarcoat it.
No. I think the Detective Butler and I have just about jumped over every hurdle. We done shot every hoop. We done gave you every rap. We done threw every football.
Yep.
We done threw every baseball. You done caught them. You done swung. You done missed. So here it is. This reaction, this action that causes reaction, is you telling me something. Now, whether you want to believe to say what happened, that's on you. But I'm gonna tell you, this investigation is gonna continue until it finds its inroad.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
It's gonna find it. Now here it is. We've come to you in good faith, being honest, and all we ask you to do is tell us. And you dilly-daddle here, you dilly-daddle there. You said if I talk in a minute, I'm gonna dig a hole. So you know what that tells me? There's some deception going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's some deception.
Let me explain something to you, Matt. The element of the crime does not involve the motive.
Huh?
Motive is not part of a charge. We don't give a shit why somebody robs a bank.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking something different.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. What it does
That makes sense.
is it puts a human element on a bad situation. That's what, when we tell you that we're throwing you a lifeline and you're failing to grab onto it, that's what we're trying to explain to you. Okay? The why doesn't matter. It does to us, because when I explain to you that the human element of the criminal justice system, people always want to know the why.
Of course they do.
And when somebody sits here and says, it wasn't me, okay? And then we continue our investigation. And I'm going to tell you this, because I've said this many times before. Detective Davis will vouch for it. If somebody else did this, I will buy you the best steak of your life.
Steak is good.
It is. Or whatever meal you want. But I will tell you this, I haven't bought one yet.
Well,
We're not on the wrong road. We will follow the evidence. You want to make us work for it? We'll work for it. We will take it where it leads us.
then I accept that.
But I'm telling you, nobody accepts it.
I just told you I did.
Nobody does. That's the thing. You know, we're asking you to put your human side to this story. It looks cold as shit, man, when you're sitting here giving us the runaround. That is not the human element we're looking for.
Of course not.
Okay, we're not looking for the motive. We're trying to understand.
There's not much to understand.
Seems like there's a lot. And I agree with you. I don't think there is a lot to understand. I think the biggest part of understanding this whole thing is what you've endured and sacrificed in your life to look after your dad. I think you don't understand, and we understand the incredible strain
Somebody had to put him
right,
first.
but you did it. You
Somebody
stepped up.
Somebody had to.
You're right. You stepped up.
I mean, if I didn't, who was gonna?
I agree with you. You stepped up, but something went wrong here. Something that may or may not have been within your control. Or like you said, it's our belief. Nobody thinks you decided to bebop in the house and kill your father.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Well, I'm just being honest with you.
Oh,
I'm just being honest with you. I told you we'd be straight with you,
you've been doing good, thank you.
okay? But what we do believe is that you be up in the house and something happened. Something went wrong. Okay, and the more we sit here and we're dilly-dallying around with this thing, the worse it's looking. Because if there was an action and you reacted, that's an important part of this. That's an element.
Nothing's important, except for he's gone.
Right.
It's already done. He's gone.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm gone.
I'm done.
No offense, but
No, dude, we tried.
hey, I appreciate it. I do.
We tried.
I'm giving you what I can.
I don't think you've come to appreciate it yet. I think there's going to come a point when you're going to realize this was a mistake. That's what I think.
This whole thing was a mistake.
Yeah.
All of it. The whole thing.
Yeah. Listen, man, I can't talk to you in this cryptic talk.
It's fine.
Okay?
I've been
You
going
just,
for hours.
you know.
Well, I can tell you this much. It ain't from a lack of trying that we
No.
haven't given our best.
No,
No.
you guys have tried. I get it.
We tried to be straight with you.
Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for your time.
Well, we appreciate you talking to us.
Thank you for your effort. And if you guys really do sincerely care, then I really appreciate it. I don't find it hard to believe, but if it's true, then I really appreciate it.
You're going to have to give us time to show you, man. I guess that's what it's about.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to know all that. Sure. Yeah.
All right, hang tight.
Can you have somebody let me take a fish?
Yeah.
All I can say is thank you for your time.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people wouldn't even take the time to talk to me, so.
It's not about you said that that nobody cares.
I swear it's the truth.
Ain't true.
Hey man, how you doing?
Just
My name's Ray. What's your name?
Matthew, I'm not.
Glad to meet you, Matthew. You doing okay?
No. Not at all.
Why not?
My dad died and they think I did it.
Did you?
That's my dad. How would I
Hey,
know? I
I've
don't
been
know
in
that
this
kind of
business a long
stuff.
time. I see people do some crazy things.
I have too. That's the problem. I've seen way too much.
If you didn't do it, who did it?
I know how this shit turns out. I don't know who did it. If I would have,
How old are you, Matt?
I'm 49.
49.
Yeah.
All right, I got you by a little bit. You know, I've been doing this a long time. I look at you and I see the anguish that you're going through.
I just lost my dad.
And
Too many people dying around me. I can't stand it anymore.
oh, death is bad. We deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know how your dad died?
No. I don't.
How you think? You were there, you saw him, you called 911.
I don't know how he died. I don't know.
What did you see?
All I seen was him hunched over in a corner. I don't know.
Was any blood?
On a little bit on his head, yeah.
How you think
I
that
don't think
happened?
there was enough to kill him. Didn't look like it anyway. I mean, I've seen people, I've had way worse injuries and still lived.
But yet he's dead.
I know. That's the problem. I know. And I can't change it, and I can't take it back.
I
I
was
don't know.
left at that door for a long time just sitting there.
How long was he there?
You tell me, you were there all day. But you know what? Here's the thing, Matt.
Yeah.
We have parents, we have siblings. Sometimes people don't get along. Just because you got family don't mean you have to like them.
I
get that.
And it doesn't mean you don't argue or fuss or anything like that.
Everybody argues and fusses.
Did you and your dad argue a lot?
Every once in a while when he was at his worst.
Did you have to take care of him?
Yeah, that was my job. That's what I came back to Florida for.
Where'd you come from?
Otherwise I would never come back. I was in South Dakota.
Is that where your family's from?
Born and raised in Massachusetts. I've been here since 1986.
How in the world you get to South Dakota? That's out of the way.
I drove. I had to get out of Florida. My brother had just died. My wife had just died. My wife's brother had just died.
What'd your wife die of?
She overdosed on computer duster cans.
Do you have a drug habit?
Yes. Medical marijuana.
That's not a habit. That's
Sure it
medical
is.
marijuana.
And that's still a habit. I take prescriptions, Xanax and Valium too. That's a habit.
That's a habit.
Okay, it's still prescribed to me, but it's still a habit. So marijuana is still a habit. I mean, it helps me cope because I have brain damage, but still,
Brain damage,
I
right?
got killed by a drunk driver in 1990. I was dead for too long. I was in a coma for too long. I woke up with no memory of anything. I couldn't even tell you who my mom and dad were. I couldn't tell you who my wife and son were.
Did you rehab?
Yeah.
Do you have mood swings?
So I have mood swings.
Yeah.
Everybody has mood swings. Of course I have mood swings. Everybody
Because
has
of your
mood swings.
injury, are you more susceptible to it? Or you're more prone to it now because of your injury?
I think I was worse before, but I mean, I can only tell you how I feel. I don't know how anybody else sees it, you know? Everybody has ups and downs, and of course we have mood swings.
Absolutely.
Everybody has good days and bad days. I mean,
Let's talk about your dad. Did he have good days and bad days?
yeah.
How was his bad days? What would he do?
Anything and everything.
Tell me, I don't understand what that means.
There's so much to tell. It's not funny.
I'm listening. What would he do?
He would do all kinds of stuff.
Such as?
Accused me of poisoning him. I swear there was cop cars outside when there was nobody there. He was going in the neighbors' cars and I swear the planes were dropping bombs and it was getting pretty bad.
How did it make you feel having to deal
It's
with it?
sad. It's my dad. He was supposed to be like the Rock, you know?
You ever get angry with him?
No. Not with him.
Put your hands out like that. How'd you hurt your knuckles?
I would hurt all over, man. I've been working on a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I work with my hands. I got cuts and bruises and scratches all over the place. I'm a
So I
worker.
just saw your knuckles real bad. That's why I asked you.
That's from working on the sheet metal yesterday, deciding on the trailer.
Do you
I
have a
got a
job?
chip in my head and everything.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, taking care of my dad.
So how do you get income?
I don't. Not right now.
You don't SSI or anything?
I don't feel like I'm worth it.
So your dad supports you?
He feeds me.
Well, that supports you. Give you a place to stay. He pays the rent.
Yeah.
He buys the groceries.
Yeah.
You make any money on the side?
Of course.
Doing what?
Working on cars, fixing AC, whatever I can get my hands on. Building bikes and selling them, whatever. Whatever I can do to make money.
When was the last time you saw your dad alive?
Yesterday afternoon,
What did you do after that?
I stayed outside. I
hung out with my friends, worked on the trailer, had a couple of drinks, and went to bed.
What friends you hang out with?
Yeah, we're in the park.
What's their name?
The whole park is one big community. Juan, Will, Garrett, Eric, Jose, Nestor, all of them. We're all friends up there.
Where was your dad while you were doing this?
Inside sleeping, I thought.
Does he ever go anywhere?
I only goes to the doctor. That's it.
You take him to the doctor? He goes by himself?
He takes a Uber, Lyft, or whatever. Uber ride, whatever.
If you take care of him, how come you don't take him to the doctor?
Because he didn't want me to. He used to lie to his doctors. And if I wanted, I would tell him the truth, so I didn't feel he didn't want me there.
Don't you think you should have went and told him the truth?
No.
So how's that help your dad if you don't
He's
do
my
that?
dad. He wanted it his way. So
So
I
he's
either-
not making good decisions, is it?
I either had to fight with him or I let him have his way.
Did y'all argue often?
No. He's my dad. I let him have his way.
And why do we get called out there so much?
You don't get called out there so much. I don't know what you're talking about.
The sheriff's office never been to your house?
Maybe once or twice.
What for?
They were out there putting trespass warrants on other people. He had me arrested for battery one time. Which was bullshit or whatever.
What
I
happened
gave
to
him
that?
that too.
What happened in that case?
He was acting like a fool and hurt himself, and I blamed it on her. Got dropped.
Because he didn't go to court or something?
Because he knew he was wrong. He wrote a letter to the judge asking for the charge to be dropped.
Why's your dad dead?
I have no idea. Obviously, he didn't kill himself, but that'd be my first thought. He was very suicidal. He wanted to kill himself for years. He had bottles of pill stashes to do it when he wanted to. He couldn't bring himself to do it because he thought he wouldn't have God's grace if he did. Otherwise, he'd killed himself 3 or 4 years ago. He was manic depressive. He was very depressed all the time. He'd lay in bed for days sometimes, wishing God would take him or whatever. Pushed everybody they cared about him away. Nobody comes to the house and sees him. Nobody doesn't have any friends. I had to take care of him.
Do you think you did a good job of taking care of him?
Yes. I did the best I could. Of course, I'm not perfect, but I did the best I could. I did more than anybody else even tried to do. It wasn't enough, obviously. It's too late now, it's gone.
Yes, he is.
I gave him a couple of good years before he went. Nobody cares about that. Everybody cares about now.
You're right.
Now it's just the end result of what's happened in the last several years. I knew I was going to get blamed for it. I knew
Why did you know that?
because there was nobody else around, obviously.
Yeah, there was no one else around. So how do you explain that?
How do you explain
Can't.
that? I know.
So what happened?
I don't know. Last time I seen him, he was alive. He just
You
came
know.
back from second command.
Hey, look at me. It's okay.
Nothing's okay.
Look, it will be okay.
No,
Look, man, look at me. Man to man, look,
it's not going to be okay. Right?
something happened
It's not going to be okay.
for some reason or whatever. But you know what? Part of getting past it is to talk about it. I've done this so long enough to know that you'll feel better.
You can't talk about
You have to.
it.
You need to.
Maybe.
You know I'm right.
Maybe I need to. I can't.
And it's probably not as bad as you think it is.
I'm not throwing shade on my dad.
I'm not asking you to throw shade on him. Each person is responsible for their own actions. And whatever happened in that trailer between you and him,
There was nothing between me and him. The last couple of days were great.
but yet he's dead.
I know.
And no one else was there but you.
I know.
So we circle back around to where we at before. Something happened in that trailer between you and him. So what happened between you and him?
I have to use the bathroom.
Let's go.
Whew, I feel so much better. That was bad.
Alright, let's go back to where we were before.
Yeah.
What happened between you and your dad in that trailer?
Nothing happened between me and my dad.
You know it did.
You think it did?
No, I know it did.
You guys don't know anything. Just make assumptions.
No.
Go by generalizations and patterns and profiling.
That has nothing to do with that. I'm being totally honest. There's video of your trailer.
Of course there is. I know there is, better than anybody.
So you're the only one there in the trailer with your dad.
Wow. God, I got so bad.
So you and your dad are the only one in the trailer. Do you dispute that?
No.
Okay. So if only you and him are there and something happened to your dad, what's your conclusion?
I don't have an answer.
You have an answer. I just think you want to say it.
Shit,
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't mean to do that.
I think you have an answer. I just don't think you want to say it. I think you want to forget about it because it is very traumatic.
How can you forget anything? I can't forget anything.
People
Well,
try.
except for the first 19 years of my life, I can't remember. The rest of it, I can't forget.
People try to forget, but you're right. It's something you can't.
Of course,
Something going to stick with you for the rest of your life.
the only shit that sticks with you for the rest of your life is the bad shit.
Yeah.
The good shit you forget about. The bad shit you
That is true.
never lose.
That
You
is
forget
true.
a lot of the good times. You forget a lot of the good places you've been at, a lot of the good people you met. You never forget the bad shit.
No.
Alright?
It's just human nature. That shit happens to a lot of people.
That shit happens to everybody.
Yep.
There's not a lot of people, everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's exempt from that shit.
They're not. Just because bad shit happens to you don't make you a bad person.
That just happens all the time. Doesn't mean anything.
Was your dad a bad person?
No. No. No.
So why did he die?
This reminds me of being in church.
How so?
Because when you're in church, something happens around you. You're not innocent until proven guilty. It's whatever that person thinks. It's what they go by. So you're guilty until proven innocent. Everybody assumes that they know everything. Everybody assumes. Everybody assumes. So it's quite opposite than the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. You're not supposed to be judged. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be.
Do you think you're being judged?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you guys are saying it's not my fault, but I did it. That's what I feel like you guys are saying.
I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to understand the truth.
There's nothing to understand. He's gone.
He is gone. And you're the only one there.
I know.
So, my question to you is, what happened between you and him in that trailer?
Nothing happened between me and him.
Then why is he
We were
dead?
fine.
Why is he dead?
I don't know. I wasn't there when he died. I don't know. If I had been in
You were
prison,
there
it would
when
be
he died.
different. No, I wasn't.
Yes,
If I
you
was
were.
there, it would be different.
How would it be different?
Because I would have been able to stop it.
But you were there. You were the only one there. There's video of showing that you were the only one there.
Yeah, I know that.
And he's dead.
Uh-huh. I wasn't there when he died. I didn't see him die. I don't know.
You didn't see him die, you don't want to know that he died.
I didn't see him die. I don't know. I was outside working. I don't know. He was fine. Last time I seen him, he was walking around. He's come back and checking the mail. I was outside working on the trailer. Went inside, went to bed, woke up, found him. I don't know. I don't have an answer. But, I wish I did. I wish I did. I don't.
Yes, you do.
I mean,
Hey, sometimes truth is hard.
the truth is easy.
You can convince yourself to think different things.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
You
can.
can try to. The truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth.
There's no,
But people perceive truths differently.
people may not want to accept the truth, but you can't change it.
Can you accept the truth?
Oh yeah. The truth is it looks like shit. And I'm gonna be accused. I already know this. I knew it before I called 911. Why do you think I was so afraid to call 911? Because it looks like shit.
So did you call 911 immediately, or did you think about it before you called?
No, I called him. As soon as I woke up and took a piss and seen him, I went to go out the front door and seen him, I called.
Do you normally use the front door?
Yeah. Well, I use both doors, but yeah.
But you didn't use it.
I couldn't, he was blocking it. No, he was blocking it. He was in front of the door.
No, but you didn't use it when you came in the house.
No, it was locked from the outside. When I went to come in the front door, I tried. It's on camera. I tried. It was locked. I didn't have my key on me, so I had to go around to his door. Went around to his door, it wasn't locked because he always leaves his door unlocked.
So he normally uses that back door.
No, he normally uses the front door too.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you normally use the back door or the front door?
I use the front door more than the back door,
Okay.
but I use both of them.
So you walk through his room to go out, even if he's sleeping or something.
Yeah, oh yeah. Especially if I got to check on him. I mean, sometimes he sleeps a lot. Sometimes I won't see him for a day, day and a half, and I'll worry about him, and I'll have to go check on him. Make sure he's all right. Sometimes because he has a CPAP machine.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he wouldn't even put it on. He wouldn't even remember how to put the mask on. I found the parts of it outside one day. I don't know what he was doing, but he took it all apart and put pieces of it outside, and I had to bring it all back in for him.
So you say he needed to be taken care of,
He needed more than I could give him.
but yet you would go a day and not see him?
If he was sleeping, I would only
You didn't
see
check
him.
on
I
him,
would
make
only.
sure
I just said I'd go in and check on him.
Okay. So you, no matter what, you always went and check on him.
Every once in a while, yeah.
So
If he was sleeping, I wouldn't go check on him every hour.
would you look on him for several hours just to make sure he's all right?
Yeah, so lately, not so much.
You didn't do that last night?
No, he would, no. When I went through the room, it was dark. All the lights were off. When I went through the room, The only time I checked on him was when I went in the house to go to bed. About 6 o'clock in the morning. I went in and he wasn't in his bed, but the bed was tossed or whatever. When I went through his room, out his door, the bathroom light was on and the door was closed. I thought he was in the bathroom, so I went to bed.
So you
I'd
said,
been up for 20 hours, 24 hours. I've been up working all day.
you said his bed was tossed. What do you mean by that?
Like he'd been in it. Like, you know, he gets up and makes his bed. You know, like, you know, straightens everything out, gets all the wrinkles out, and he has to wash his bed linens every day, every other day, because he pisses and shits in his bed.
So the bed was unmade, like someone been sleeping in.
Yeah.
Covers won't be.
Yes. And when the bathroom light was on and the door was closed, we don't close the bathroom door unless we're in there. You know, even if the light's on, the door's open so we know you can use the bathroom. That way we don't walk in because there's no lock on it, so that way we don't walk in on each other.
Right.
When I went in the morning, right around sunup, the door was closed and the light was on. I thought he was in the bathroom.
Was it light when you went in the house outside?
It was just starting to get light, I believe.
Why were you out so late?
That's what I do.
What do you do at night?
I work. I worked on the trailer all night.
Work on the trailer.
That's what I do.
And
I work on the car, I work on the trailer.
What work did you do last night on the trailer?
The siding. I had to finish framing out the woodwork, get rid of all that termite rot and all the water damage. I had to fix a busted electrical line.
What'd you do for light?
I have a lamp out there.
Does that bother the neighbors when you're working?
If they do, they don't say nothing. But no, half the neighbors were up with me anyway. I had people with me until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're not worried about it bothering your dad? Be sleeping?
No, he tells me not to worry about it. He wants the place fixed up. He always told me not to worry about it. He told me I could do whatever I wanted as far as noise goes, but I always try to keep it low key. I always, you know, if I had to make noise, I try to keep it down.
How did the door come off?
The door came off. What are you talking about?
There was a door.
It was an extra door. It never came off. It was an extra
It
door.
won't, the door that was on the back room? That door? By the bathroom? Not your dad's room, but
That we had to, hold on. There was a door in that back room next to the hot water heater. That was the old bathroom door. The door that was for the back room was the bathroom door now. That's all.
Well, a few weeks ago when the DCF people were there, your dad told them that you took the door off.
Yeah.
Was that true?
Yeah, I had to replace the door. So yeah, I took the door off.
What'd you do with the door?
It's in the back room.
Well, you kept it back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
What was that door there's another door.
The white door in the front.
Yeah,
It was the old front door.
The old front door.
They wouldn't hold the hinges anymore. The screws were all stripped out, and it's just a piece of shit tin with styrofoam behind it. I couldn't get the door to close. It was lopsided, so I took it off. I was going to use it for my bedroom when I finally built my room, and I put a new door in the front door, reframed the whole thing out, put it all back together.
When did you do that?
Last couple of months, I've been working on the trailer every day. I rebuilt the porch. I redid the bathroom floor. I had to redo all the plumbing. I worked on the siding. I did redo the floor joists.
Who owns that trailer?
My dad.
How long did he live there?
Almost 20 years. 20 years or so. I don't know.
How about you? How long you lived there?
This time, 3 years. Give or take 3.5 years, whatever. Ever since I came back from South Dakota.
Have you had a job since you've been back from South Dakota?
Until I hurt myself
What was that? What'd you hurt yourself?
2 years ago.
What happened then?
I almost burned my foot off.
How'd you do that?
All the way around. At work. Hot free firm.
Oh, where you were working at?
The last job I had was at Alini's Pizza Works on Old 301 by Whitfield.
How did that happen?
I was changing out the fire grease because the closer forgot to. And it was dinner rush and the oil was hot. And they didn't have a dispensing machine or a filter or anything. So we had to put it in pots and carry it out. And I put it in a pot. Pot tipped over. Grease went everywhere. I tried to jump out of the way. Otherwise it would have taken both my feet off. Burnt the crap out of my foot. I was on workman's compensation for a year. And then I got 10 grand for it. That was it. I threw it away here.
didn't want to get on disability because I wanted to go back to work.
And I couldn't because my dad needed more and more of my time.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got one left.
Brother or sister?
Sister.
Where's she at?
Rosemont.
You talk to her?
No, I texted her daughter today. It's her that died. She,
Text back.
the daughter did, but not her, not my sister. Our family's not very close. Never has been. Just no bonds, no family bonds, no loyalty.
That's a shame. How you feel?
Shit. I feel like puking and passing out.
You look like it.
I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I haven't had my medication.
What type of medication you take?
I take all kinds of medication. I take Valium in the morning, I take Xanax at night, I take 150 milligrams of trazodone, I take gabapentin, I take fucking laundry list of bullshit.
It is a laundry list.
I've got a traumatic brain injury. I'm not very good. Like anybody else is, but no better. I try to make myself better.
How do you think you did?
Compared to the old me, I'm 1,000% better. But another 1,000% still wouldn't make me perfect, so in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
You mentioned church a while ago. You believe in God?
Yes,
You think God judge you when you die? Go to heaven if you judge?
there is no judgment from God.
When you go to the pearly gate, you got two barrels of man of his.
I care.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, brother.
I care. So that's it. I give you half my sandwich and a brownie. I care.
Thank you.
Daryl cares. Go on in. We're just trying to understand what happened. I know you know, and I know you don't want to say it. That's okay.
You really gave me half the sandwich, huh?
He did.
Wow. That is unusual.
No, it's not.
For me, it is.
Not for us. We're here to help you and to understand. We know, look, we know bad things happen in the world. We know people do things that they don't intend to do. We know that happens. And we don't judge. We're just seekers of truth and try to understand.
I can't believe you did that. There's maybe else wrong with that.
Daryl's a good person. Want me to send him back in here and talk to you?
No. Give me 1 second. Just a quick break. Can't believe you did that.
Why?
People don't do for me. I'm a giver, not a receiver. This is unusual.
I'll enjoy it.
This is very unusual. Can't believe you did that. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna let you eat your sandwich. Then I'm gonna come back in here. You're gonna tell me what happened between you and your dad, okay? Matt. Okay? Matt,
What?
look at this.
No.
You got to.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Tell me.
People don't see me cry.
Told you I was coming back.
Don't
Tell me
care.
what happened between you and your dad.
Nothing happened between me and my dad.
Yes, it did. What happened happened. It can't be changed.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I was so hungry. I'm always hungry.
Tell me what happened to the trail.
It's a dead end, Ray. I don't know what fucking happened.
Well, you're the only one that can tell the story because you're the only one that was there, that can speak.
Ain't that a motherfucker?
That is a motherfucker. I agree. You know, you said you didn't want to throw shade on your dad.
I won't.
But did your dad do something?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. I gotta be fair to you.
No, you
Yeah, we do.
don't.
The truth is the truth.
God.
That's not gonna change. No matter how you act or what you say, the truth is truth.
Exactly. So why say anything?
I'm asking you if your dad did something, tell me. I'm trying to understand.
Of course he did something.
Then what did he do?
It doesn't matter. I can't speak of it.
Why?
Because it throws shade on him. I'm not making my dad look bad. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck what happened. I don't give a fuck what the consequences are. I'm not making him look bad.
Because would the truth make him look bad?
Yes, Ray.
Okay, I'm trying to understand, Matt. Look.
I know you think you're helping me, but
No,
you're not.
no, I don't think I'm helping you.
Nobody can help me.
I'm just trying to understand your mindset and why you want to not tell me. That's all I'm trying to understand.
Because even though he's dead, I'm still protecting him.
He wouldn't want you to tell the truth to protect yourself?
No. He's never told me the truth protect me. Why would I? No. No.
Was your dad a good man? Or was he your dad?
He tried to be a good man. Okay? He tried to make things appear like they were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I tried to help him do that. Okay? I
enough.
Lied my whole life to protect you.
But things weren't okay.
Stop.
It's okay, Matt.
No, it's not. Stop.
It's better to get it out.
No. I protected him my whole life. I'm not stopping now.
What did he do that was so bad?
He's done a lot of things.
Tell me.
No. No, I wouldn't throw shade on him. No.
That's not throwing shade. He has to make atonement himself. That's on him. Not on
God, I can't fucking breathe. Fuck.
you. That's on him, not on you, Matt.
It's on me to stay true.
That's not being true.
I protected him my whole life. I'm not changing now. Give a fuck what you guys do to me. I'm not changing now.
I'm not doing anything to you, Matt. I'm just trying to understand the truth. If your dad did something in that trailer that caused this to happen,
He's touching his whole life. It's not even just a trailer, it's his whole life.
If
I'm not
everything
telling anything.
If everything led up to that, I need to know
I'm not.
so I can help you.
I'm not. There's no help for me. I'm not telling anything.
There is help for you.
No, there's not.
Why not?
Oh, God. Stop.
Did your dad do something that made you
Oh,
this
excuse me.
happen? Did it build up of life things that made it happen?
Why is that not helping? No.
What happened in the trailer, man? Tell me. Tell me and I won't ask you again.
You could ask me 100 million more times. I'm not telling you what I don't want to tell you. You're wasting your fucking breath, okay? I appreciate the effort. I know you're a good guy. I know you're trying to get to the truth. And I'm not trying to be any kind of way. I'm not telling you anything.
Was anyone else in the trailer with you and your dad?
I don't think so.
Did you see anyone else?
No.
Did you talk to anyone else?
I thought he was talking to somebody at one point, but he does that all the time. I didn't see anybody. I haven't seen anybody there in a day or two. The last person that was there was, well, besides the kids, the last person that was there was, think about this before I say it. The last person that I can remember being in there was yesterday or the day before. I'm so fucked up in the head, I'm not even sure if I remember right. The day before yesterday, Judy Gamo was there, checking on my dad. Judy Gamo is another Jehovah's Witness that my dad was assigned to, for lack of a better term. They were supposed to keep up with his well-being, check on him, and they hadn't been for a long time. Last time I seen Judah, I told him he needed to come by more often, so he came by the other day. Day before yesterday. Today's Saturday. Friday, Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
It was the last one that I can remember.
So let me get this straight.
I'm not even sure. I'm remembering right at this point, okay? I'm so exhausted from all this, I'm not even sure.
Okay.
That's the first real thing I need.
You don't want to tell what happened because it would make your dad look bad, correct? And you want to keep his memory pure.
It will stay that way.
I'm asking you, is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, I don't know how he died, and I wasn't there when he died. And I'm telling you that anything else that I would tell you would throw shade on him, yes. He's done a lot of fucked up shit, so what? It's my choice to deal with it. I mean, our whole family's fucked up.
What family's not?
I was the one trying to make a difference. Look where it got me.
Where do we go from here?
You go home, and I guess I go to prison. Fuck ever.
Has anybody said you going to prison?
You don't have to say it. I know.
We haven't said it.
You don't have to. I'm not stupid. I know. Okay? You guys are being great. I understand that.
Why do you think you're going to prison?
Because it doesn't look any other way. If you can't pin it on somebody else, you're going to pin it on me. Very simple.
No way.
Somebody has to get blamed for it. Somebody has to get charged. If you guys think he got murdered, if it ain't somebody else, it's going to be me.
Well, something happened, right?
Well, obviously something had to happen. I doubt that he...
No one else was there but you?
I doubt... Nah, there's no way he killed himself. There's no way. There's no way.
So there's no one there but you and your dad.
He wanted to so bad, but there's no way he would have. Because he knew he wouldn't have God's blessing if he did. There's no way he would have. I can't even justify that. There's no way he would.
You think your dad's better off dead?
Oh, God, yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because he didn't want to be alive in the first fucking place. He was miserable. He wanted to kill himself his whole life. Ever since he was a kid. That's all he ever talks about.
Is that what this
That's
is?
all he ever talks about.
Did you help him?
Oh, yeah, sure. My name's Kevorkian. You know, I helped him suicide himself.
You'd be surprised how often that happens.
And my mom's last name is Kevorkian. Ha ha.
That's ironic.
She remarried a Kevorkian. Joke. And there were times I've been asked if we were married to the doctor killer.
Yeah, Dr. Death.
She really is married to a Kevorkian.
I believe.
I'm not even playing. But no, I can't hurt anybody else or myself. I'm not made that way. I've never been that way. I've never hurt anybody like that. Except for that guy that makes me in my house and I beat him over the head with the table leg. Or whatever.
You did what with the table leg?
I beat him over the head with it. I ripped the leg off the table and I beat him over the head with it. I hit him twice.
When was that?
A long time ago. He was a crackhead. So I was living in Ornico. I had a wife and a couple of kids living with me, and the next door neighbors had kids, and he'd been coming home fucked up every night, beating his wife and kids and whatnot. So the mom had asked if we could watch the kids over at our house, and I said, yeah, bring them over, you know, we'll watch them. He came over and was being stupid. I told him to get lost, and he maced me in my own home. And there was no other way out of the house, and I had my wife and kids in there and his kids in there. So I flipped the table over, ripped the leg off, and I hit him twice. I had to put 24 staples in it, so I had to put his shit back together.
He got what he probably deserved.
It's the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I only did it on defense. To this day, I still feel like an asshole for doing it, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, he was bad. He was bad.
So what do you think happened to your dad?
I thought he slipped and fell, or I don't know. He's fallen so many times. I don't know. He's like, I cracked his head open on the fucking ground 12 times. He was laying in the garden for a freaking hour one day. He was bad. And I believe that the shit that he was going through was his punishment for the shit that he put other people through earlier in his life. But he still needed help. I couldn't just ignore that.
No matter what he did, you still couldn't ignore him?
No matter, he was my dad. Somebody had to take care of my dad.
Where's your mom at?
She's up in New Hampshire. She won't talk to him. Nobody in the family talks to him. Nobody. You talk shit about everybody, including me. But whatever. Doesn't matter. You gotta do what's right, best you can. You have to. That's all you have. You either have standards or you don't. If you don't have standards, there's no limit to the bullshit you'll go through. If you have standards, you at least try to do the right thing.
Who's your best friend?
God
Second best friend?
was my dad. You wouldn't know by looking at him or stuff he's done to me, but he was still my father. I wouldn't be here without him.
None of us would without a dad.
So the rest of it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you go through. It matters what you do.
It all matters, Matt.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Road you travel makes the man that you are.
Yeah. Not much of a man in that.
I can't say. I don't know you good enough. And I don't judge.
I've tried.
I haven't walked in your shoes
I've tried.
or seen what you've seen.
Trust me, it's a blessing not to be me. Oh. Whew. I'm almost dead again anyway, it don't matter.
Why?
My body's failing. My teeth are falling out. I've got emphysema in my right lung. I've got that burn on my foot that won't heal. I've got rotator cuff damage. I'm
How old are you?
about to be 50.
That's just life.
I'll be around for a couple more years and then it won't matter. I'll just be,
You feel like the weight of the world is upon you?
no. No.
What do you feel, man?
I feel pain. I hurt. I hurt. I hurt real bad. I always have.
You kind of relieved you won't have to take care of your dad anymore?
No. That was my purpose for coming back to Florida. That was my job. Was to take care of my dad.
What do you want to do now?
Give him some kind of quality of life. I don't have a future now.
Why?
I'm enrolled in college, and I'm learning how to write my own code.
That's good.
So I have a lot of knowledge in my head that I'm trying to teach other people. I'm a licensed Florida contractor, and I'm a certified welder, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Doesn't mean shit now, but I spend my whole life learning stuff, accomplishing things, doing things, trying to, better myself. Nobody in my family's ever been to college until me. Fuck, I didn't even graduate. I had almost 10 years in college. I got 6 or 7 degrees. I have a huge family that I made. But it doesn't seem like any of it matters now. Like it was all a waste of time. I mean, that's what it feels like anyway. I feel like I'm running my ass off, but I'm not moving. In fact, I feel like I'm going backwards. And that's a shitty feeling.
After you call 911 for your dad, who'd you call?
I didn't call anybody, but I texted a whole bunch of people, told them my dad died.
Who'd you text?
My mom, my sister, or my sister's daughter. my buddy Walter, the kids Juan and Will, and Adrian, people at the park, to let them know. A couple of people I talk with on Facebook. Some acquaintances, a couple of friends, just to let people know. That's it. I didn't call anybody. I just text. People that knew my dad, or people that I told pretty much. A girl named Rihanna that lives out in Arcadia or whatever. She knew my dad a little bit. So I texted her and told her. I texted my friend Dawn down in Northport. She knew my dad, but again, not very well. But she knew my dad enough to know, and she knew me enough to know. Her and I lived together, worked together, you know, all kind of stuff. Never together, but worked together.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Her and I were never together. But people that knew about my dad or knew, you know, what I was doing for my dad. Other people I told, just so people would know.
How'd you tell him he died?
I texted him. My dad died.
They didn't ask for details?
A couple people did. Asked how. Most people just said they were sorry. Oh, excuse me. Shit. Oh. It's almost over.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions, right?
Yeah, free will sucks.
Better than most people have.
That is the end of this part. Watch the next part here. And as always, we will see you in the next one.